A lot of about an hour ago or so, I guess at this point, we got that warning sent to your phone saying flash flooding,
Yes.
a huge concern, an advisory that was sent and probably woke some folks up. But nevertheless, it is a problem. It's been a problem throughout the night as we wake up and we try to gather the new information and what we missed. Really, what I've been hearing and from folks who have been up is that there's some really bad flooding happening and continues to come down in Osceola County.
Yes, and we know that, it depends on where you live. It depends on your neighborhood and the topography where you are. And so some neighborhoods have been prepared. Some neighborhoods have been very concerned because they know the history of where they are and some of the problems that pop up. And News 6's Lewis Bolden is in Kissimmee, where the flooding is severe in some spots, Lewis.
Yeah, it is severe in some spots, Bridget. We just got here. We're on Orange Blossom Trail between Donegan Street and 192, and we drove as far as we could before we had to stop. You can see the water right behind me here. We were traveling down. Corey, if we can pan over here, we had to park in this parking lot right over here. I don't know if you can see the flashers on our car over there, but that's as far as we could drive. And there were some people in the road that were flagging us down, telling us that we probably shouldn't drive any farther down. So we parked there and then we started to walk. I can tell you that it's actually worse than it looks because we thought that we could walk farther than we could. But as you take a few more feet in this direction, it started to get deeper than I was comfortable walking in. And you see right over to the left there where it says new and used tires. That area is a little bit more elevated, but when you step down from there, the water starts to get a little bit deeper. If you look straight down, we were trying to figure out if that is a car in the road, in the two lanes on the left-hand side, but we can't see it from here, and even with the light on the camera, we can't tell if that's a submerged car. We're pretty sure if you look across the street to the right there in that parking lot, it looks like there are cars in that parking lot. And there is actually a car driving down this direction that I'm trying to wave them to go in the other. Yeah, and they turned around. So we've had a few cars driving down this direction, and there are some people on the corner there that have been flagging people down and advising them to turn around. We're not sure where those people are coming from. I thought earlier they might have been in those cars that look like they're submerged in the parking lot down the street, but I'm not sure. So they've just been walking and now just hanging out in that area. We tried to ask them where they were going. They said they were going to a friend's house. We're not sure why and this time of morning. But I can tell you that these streets are bad. And again, this is Orange Blossom Trail between Donegan and 192. And we've got some more people on the right-hand side walking over here. We're not sure where they're coming from. But again, it does look like there are some cars that are submerged in the parking lot on the right side of the street, and it appears to be a car in the street on the left-hand side. Like I said, even with the light from the camera, it's hard to tell. So we'll be able to see a lot more as it gets... Are you guys okay? Hang on did you say there are people stuck back there? So if anyone at the station can, I'm sure... You said there are houses filling up? Where? Can you tell us exactly where so we can try to get some help there? Points in a circle.
Go around. You're going to see a sheriff's truck, past the sheriff's truck on the left. And you're going to go around. You're going to see an old lady with a tan dress sitting on the porch with a light.
And were you in a car or were you in a house?
I was at 303 Punch Down.
So the house is flooding? Yeah. Okay. We're going to, if you guys got that address back at the station, I'm sure they have probably called 911, but okay, perfect. The producers are telling me that we have called 911 because we just heard from people that there is water filling up into a house, that their car is submerged. Points in a circle, I believe, is the street that they just gave. But now we see why people are out and walking. At least those two people say that their car was submerged and there's water filling up into a house not far from here. And it's easy to see because these roads are pretty bad. As I was saying, we parked in the parking lot right back here. You can see the flashers on our car. And then we drove as far as we could. Then we parked and started to walk. And I can tell you that it is worse than it looks. Because when we were on the left side of the street, trying to walk over to that area where it says new and used tires, that's a little bit more elevated, so we thought we could stand over there. But walking through that water got a little deeper than I was comfortable with. Down the way, we did see an emergency vehicle with red and white flashing lights just a while ago, but we can't see them anymore. Perhaps they have tried to go to that area where the people were just telling me that water is getting into a home on Point Siena Circle. And again, when the sun starts to come up in a couple of hours or so, we'll be able to see a lot more. But it does look like there is a car submerged on the left-hand side of the street from where we're standing. Also, when we were on the way here, we were on the turnpike, and we saw that a car, it looked like the car had hydroplaned and was over in a ditch. With the flashers on, and it looked like someone had opened the door and perhaps gotten out and walked, and they just had to abandon the car. So it's serious, and if you don't have to be on the roads, definitely don't go out on the roads. And this is as far as we're comfortable going, especially with it being so dark. So we're going to stay here, and as the sun starts to come up and we start to get a little bit more light, we'll be able to see a little bit more, and perhaps we can show you a little bit better what's going on. But again, on Orange Blossom Trail between Dunnigan and 192, you want to avoid this area. We've only seen a couple of cars coming this direction, but there are people a couple of blocks down that are flagging people down, waving them down and telling them to turn around. And thank goodness everyone has been turning around. We haven't seen anyone trying to drive through this water. But again, the people that we just saw walking here said that their car was stuck a few blocks down the road there. And we can see a couple of cars in the parking lots there. Corey, if we can just step out and see if, yeah, that definitely looks like the top of a car on the right-hand side. I can't see that street sign from here, but it looks like there's a small street on the other side of that white building. And there does appear to be one car, maybe two cars, actually two cars in the parking lot there. And then on the left-hand side, two, maybe even more than that. Corey, I'm not even sure. You can see the flashing light there. I'm not sure what that is. If that's, looks like maybe a warehouse, maybe some kind of business, but where that flashing light is, in fact, below the light, it looks like there are more people walking from that direction. I'm not sure if that's Point Siena Circle. That's where the lady that was walking from a minute ago told us Point Siena Circle, that there's water going into a home. And now we're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, it looks like 4 people that are coming from down that street. The water gets deep down there, so we are not going to walk down there. It looks like they're trying to escape from down there. But we are seeing more people walking, and so perhaps they are coming from one of the houses that lady just told us that water is getting into the house. You would certainly wonder why someone is out if you're not an essential worker in these conditions. So perhaps they are, the house that they're in is taking on water. But 1, 2, 3, yeah, it looks like 4 people that are walking toward us now, maybe even 5 people. And when they get a little bit closer, we will see what the situation is and see where they're coming from. But we did get word from our producer that we have called 911. I'm sure if those people are in distress, they have called 911, and we are trying to, what's that, producer? Go ahead and tell me. Okay, we're trying to get Ezzy Castro to that area right now, but I think, looks like there might be a child. Someone is carrying a child on their shoulders. But yeah, this does not look like a good situation. This looks like they're trying to get to dry land, definitely. And it's a group of people, and as they get closer, it looks like someone is carrying a small child on their shoulders, and looks like they might have some bags. So these people appear to be in distress. Again, you wouldn't just be out here unless you're an essential worker or you're trying to escape a bad situation. But as they get closer to us, we'll try to talk to them and get more information about where they're coming from and what they've seen. But you can see how deep the water is, and they're having to stay in the middle of the street because the closer you go to the sides, the deeper it gets. They're actually walking in the median right now, and I'm going to approach them to see if everything is okay. So you guys just hang with me for just a minute. Hello, we're with Channel 6 News. Are you guys okay? Okay, where are you coming from?
Huh?
Where are you coming from?
I'm from Venezuela.
You're from Venezuela?
Yeah.
Okay, where have you guys been?
Yeah, I live near my house. Water everywhere.
Water is in your house. What street is your house on?
Or my English is a little bit is not good.
That's okay, but I'm understanding you. So what can you tell me the name of the street that your house is on?
I live in the Deadwood Street. Right now, towards over there. The water
Okay.
is.
But the water,
A lot of water.
is it a single family home? Is it a duplex? Can you tell me?
It's two family.
It's a two-family home,
Two-family
and water
home.
came into the house?
Yeah, a lot of water.
And that's why you guys are having to leave right now.
Yeah. Sorry, I need to go. I gotta go.
Okay, I know.
So you're welcome.
Okay, be careful. And we've got, I don't know if this is an emergency vehicle coming behind us, but this is a truck that is making it through the water right now. And I don't know if they're trying to help these people, but yeah, we just saw a group of people talk to a man with a child on his shoulders, and they said that water was coming into their house. We're trying to get Ezzy Castro to that area. A producer was telling me a minute ago it's going to be hard to get to that area, so it might take her some time. We saw that these people were walking back from that area. One lady told us earlier that it was Point Siena Circle, but we're trying to get a reporter to that area. It might take some time because you can see those people are leaving that area because it's so bad. But we're going to stay out here and monitor the situation. And again, as the sun comes up, we'll be able to see a little bit better and tell you a little bit more. Right now, we're going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you so much, Lewis. It's really frightening and heart-wrenching to watch those families,
especially
in
in the
distress
middle of the
like
night.
that.
In the middle of the night, you can't see anything. You got water in your house
crazy.
and enough water in your house to force you to leave. And Steve, I know as someone who is from Osceola County, you've spent a lot of time in Kissimmee. This is a low-lying area.
Absolutely.
It's a flood-prone area, and it's a tough situation.